Guam with his first basket of the game. Here is our Powerade hyper play of the quarter. Get back on defense, push the ball on offense. Step up your game with Powerade. Rondo looking to get his first or second basket of the game. Salamat, the number one defender in the league in terms of steals, takes it away. Kirkland is fouled on the break.
We talked about this at the beginning of our commentary. How Ateneo is the number one team in fast break points. Why? Because once they get that ball off a rebound or off a steal, they're looking straight ahead in case somebody breaks away, and Kirkland very often is ahead of the pack.
Clear man precision stop right there by Eric Salamat. Clear anti-dandruff shampoo's high precision stop of the game. JP Eram is in the ballgame for the first time.
Eric Salamat, not the best in steals for nothing.
Yes.
Do not dribble low, or dribble high rather, with his hands down low, trying to swipe that away from you.
Oh, there are former Ateneans right there.
And all of whom had a taste of a championship.
Yes. Averaging 2 steals, a little under 2 steals a game is Eric Salamat. Kirkland, 1 for 2 from the line. And again, Salamat he does completely take it away.
Well, he forced the turnover. It was not a steal in terms of the category of the statistic, but forcing that ball off the leg of Jens Nodell, getting that one to go back to them.
Four-point game, 10-6 in favor of Ateneo. Salamat posting up on Garcia. What a move! But Salamat!
This is the great adjustment of Coach Norman Lackness here, Eric. He lost one of the best post players Ateneo's had in the last few years, Rafa Aluceni. So wala na silang post game with a big man. What they've done is post their guards or their forwards who have mismatches like Salamat or Ryan Buenavich.
And what's very surprising, DJ, you don't see Salamat post up players very often.
Right, but if he does have that mismatch, Coach Norman likes to take advantage.
Oh, that's denied. Sala is denied. 24-second shot clock violation. Absolutely locked down defense by Ateneo, DJ.
The Ateneo crowd behind us is going bananas with the 2 big blocks of Eram, who has hardly seen action this year because of the great play of Chua, and Escueta, who is suspended for today.
Speaking of great plays, Yakisobra moved by Salamat, brought to you by Nissin Yakisoba. Nissin Yakisobrang sarap. 2 blocks back-to-back by Eram. Red zone man shot block. 2 red zone men unbeatable defense against Sweat. Long fakes, dishes, Salamat from the outside, short. There, looking for an open Tamarao.
But nothing going. Ateneo doing a good job in terms of transition defense on the last play.
Ringas waving everybody away for isolation. Gives it up to Sanga, open from about 15. Ramos trying to tip it in twice. And Salva takes it away. Salva on the break. Salva is fouled.
You can really see Ateneo with the go signal to be very aggressive on every single play. Even if it's a semi-fast break like in that instance, if you have the numbers, Coach Norman Black is telling them to go for the kill.
Ateneo 12-6 over FAU. Timer from Samsung turn on tomorrow.
Two free throws for Nico Salva.
Nico Salva coming off the bench for Ateneo today gets the first of 2 free throws. And it's a brand spanking new 5 on the floor for the Blue Eagles, DJ.
That's right. We don't see a single starter on the floor anymore. We got Salamat, Austria, Eram, Gonzaga, who came in during the break, and Nico Salva now playing 2-3 zone defense.
And it's a very surprising ploy by Norman Black, who usually uses the same rotation.
This is not his usual rotation. We're not used to seeing him with a completely new 5 after the first 7 minutes of the ballgame.
But it's working so far, DJ. The first double-digit lead of the game, 16-6 in favor of the Blue Eagles. Sala is 0 for 2 from the outside. Ateneo running again. Salamat finishes again on the break.
Well, they're not the number 1 team in fast break points, averaging 12 a ball game for nothing. Look at how disciplined Ateneo is on their defensive end. If the ball bounces on the left side, everybody on the right
chicken meals. Cornetto bigatin or make that Greenwich bigatin in the ball game para new Greenwich bigatin pizzas.
Wow. Look at Aram. Look at Aram, Eric. 4 points, 2 big blocks, quality minutes right now for the guy who at the beginning of the season, Coach Robert told me, you might even see a little bit of Nonoy Baclao in this kid.
JP Aram, season high, 2 points, already has 4 today, DJ. And FEU is coming undone very early in this game.
Wow!
Even getting into the scoring picture, Tornillo going south.
Wow, you just gotta say wow, Eric. 22-6, and a bunch of those, I'd say what, easily 10 points off the fast break for the Blue Eagles.
And right behind us is the Ateneo crowd, and you will have a reason to notice that we are screaming already because Ateneo just can't stop cheering while FEU on their seats. Austria on the break.
And another fast break.
Going right for the Blue Eagles.
This is insane. Running at will, and they are just running the Tamaros to the ground.
One basket after another as Ateneo erects a 24-6 lead over FEU. We have a timeout brought to you by Samsung. Turn on tomorrow. 50% of the Araneta Coliseum has fallen silent as the FEU crowd is stunned. Early here in this game one, 24-6 in favor of Ateneo.
Ateneo is shooting 62.5% from the field, and thanks to 9 fast break points, 5 attempts at the fast break, they've scored 9 points off of those. Bench scoring likewise has been to the advantage of Ateneo, 14-0.
Counting down the seconds remaining here in the first quarter. 9 to shoot for FEU. Cervantes is fouled. PS Bank strong power move. Sobrang bilis na. May prime rebate pa. PS Bank home loan. Aram has contributed defensively and offensively for Ateneo. Here's our hoop it up play. Hoop it up, we play your game.
Even off the bench, a rare player who rarely gets minutes, Tonito Gonzaga with a tough shot in the face of Encimillano. You know, they have had their fast breaks, Eric, and you gotta give credit to Ateneo because they're even hitting the tough shots in the fast break. Not all of them were uncontested. Some of them had really major challenges in their face, but still getting those 2 points.
Cervantes, much needed. 2 points via the free throw line. Salamat with 5 seconds. Paco Austria from outside.
Beating the buzzer.
Right in the nick of time. Everything ticking and falling in place for Ateneo.
Well, to be official, the referees will follow the rules. They're going to review this on their private screens, on their monitors, to make sure that this shot counts. We're looking at it right now. We'll see if Austria gets the ball off his hands before the red lights go on.
Well before.
The ball was even near the rim when the red lights went off. So what a way to cap off an incredible first quarter for the defending champions.
The back-to-back defending champions establishing what is the biggest lead of the ball game at 18 points, 26-8 against the league-leading FEU Tamaros. Awali, the guy who got the first basket, is in the ball game. Here in the second quarter, gets denied again. Third block for Aram. Austria from the outside.
Wow, Aram is a blessing in disguise for Ateneo. Even though they don't have Escueta today, he has fielded great.
Let's go ahead and listen in to Jessica Mendoza.
Eric, the Blue Eagles are pumped and the coaches commended them for their intensity in pushing the ball in the first quarter. They were also told to keep up the good work and to continue boxing out. More importantly, they were told to keep their heads in the game. Despite the early lead, Eric Salamat even said, "Wag niyong pansinin yung score, 0-0 pa rin yan." Now, you mentioned Kirk's hair, DJ. It turns out that it changes whenever his sister is in town. She apparently is taking up hairstyling abroad and likes to do her family's hair. Eric and DJ?
Wow.
At least libreng pagupit. All right.
Thanks for that Samsung courtside update, Jessica. Romeo from the outside.
You know, the last 4-5 plays down court, Eram has been a factor defensively for Ateneo, either collaring the defensive rebound, challenging the shot, blocking the shot, or altering the shot. He's been a huge presence in the paint.
19% from the field is FEU as Montfort comes off the screen, misses. But Salva gives Ateneo a fresh shot block.
Off averages will most likely bring down the field goal percentages of Ateneo in the second quarter. They shot a high of 63% in that first quarter.
Kawali faking and shooting. Cervantes, FEU can't seem to buy a basket.
Even those shots at the front of the rim, inalagay na lang eh.
Hulog na.
Wala pa rin.
Let's go to step C.
Now that FEU has a chance to become the champion, Coach Glenn wants to make sure that the opportunity will not slip away. And with all teams having their own strengths and weaknesses, Coach wants his boys to target Ateneo's weakness and to bring them down. It's been a jittery start and a horrible first quarter for the Tamaraws, but they will attempt to control the game by recognizing their opponent's scorers and to stick to their game plan. Speaking of first, this is the first time for Coach Glenn to lead the team in the finals, and it has been a big challenge since they're going against the back-to-back defending champion. The game hasn't been going well, and Coach is angry and disappointed, so as much as possible, he wants his boys to relax and execute properly. Eric and TJ.
Thanks, Steph, for that Samson Pro tied up being turned on tomorrow. How big a factor is it, TJ? The entire roster, straight up to the head coach, first-time finalists.
That's a big thing. I mean, you know, you talk about championship experience. It's one thing to be successful in the final four. They won a big game against LaSalle, but again, they were heavily tested. They went into overtime as compared to Ateneo. They coasted all the way against Adamson. I really think that spelled a bit of a difference here for Ateneo coming into this ballgame with a lot of confidence. I think that erased all of the memories of Ateneo losing twice to FEU in the elimination round.
Oh, it's back to zero for both teams definitely here. Samson is the replay, turn on tomorrow. Justin Chua has been finding the creases, yung mga openings sa ilalim, and getting fouls from the big men of FEU.
And it's not like he's very small and you can't notice him walking under the basket. It's just that his teammates are doing a great job of penetrating, driving, attracting the defense, getting the help defense, and Justin finds himself wide open under the basket.
And he is the leading scorer of Ateneo, 5 points for Justin Chua. 28-10 ang kalabangan po ng Ateneo over FEU. This is game 1 of the finals of season 73 of the UAAP. Offensive foul on the best player of FEU, Garcia.
A little bit of frustration setting in now on R.R. Garcia. He knows he has a height advantage against Montfort, but you don't have to do this. You don't have to dig in your shoulder and a bit of your elbow in with the little guy, Montfort.
Clearly seen sa ating Samson. It's a replay. Samson turn on tomorrow. Garcia scoreless pa po up until the 7:23 mark of the second quarter. Montfort finds an opening. Montfort, the layup and the foul from Londu. Everybody getting into the act, DJ.
You wonder where is the help defense at the rim for FEU. It's not like they don't have the bigs to do that. Cervantes is on the floor. Earlier, Ramos is there, one of the leading shot blockers in the league. I have not seen aggressive shot blocking attempts by FEU today.
That's our Yakisobra move brought to you by DC Yakisoba. DC Yakisobra Sarap. Number 2 in blocks in the UAAP, DJ, is FEU. Number 1 is UP. And they can't seem to get themselves together defensively. That was a pick and roll. Nainikutan lang sila ni Eman Montfort. Here's our hardcourt heartthrob brought to you by Silverworks. Vote for your ultimate hardcourt heartthrob. Look for Silverworks on Facebook now. Silverworks, wear it proud.
And you know, if you want to dissect that last play again defensively, the problem for FEU, walang communication, they weren't talking. Pag may naiwanan, you have to scream to everybody else to help you at the rim.
As terrible as FEU is defensively, offensively, medyo mananayo na rin. And R.R. Garcia finally redeems the Tamaraws with his first basket of the game.
And not an easy one at that. A 4-shot to bring or to beat the shot clock buzzer. Getting that to go, but still down by 8 big points.
FEU gets a stop here.
You got to get the composure back. FEU looks really shell-shocked with the way that Ateneo started so strong.
Cervantes attacking. Too strong, but there's an Ateneo foul.
You know, Coach Glenn had said the right words, as Stephanie was telling us. He wants them to focus again on the game, get their heads back in the game, It's more than that, more than remembering the specifics, the X's and the O's and the matchups, whatever. Get your composure there.
Samsung instant replay. Samsung turn on tomorrow yung saksak itong si Real Cervantes. And this is what FEU needs to do, DJ. Hindi kayo makapuntos, get yourselves to the free throw line.
Yep, you can't get your basket from the field. You're not shooting well from the outside nor from the layups inside. Try to fish those fouls and try to get your groove from the free throw line.
All of the points of Cervantes coming from the line, 6 for 6 at the line of Cervantes.
Still, even in the second quarter, Eric, FEU is 1 out of 8 from the field, a miserable 12% from the floor.
And that's coming from the team with the best field goal shooting in the entire league.
That's right, that's right.
Chua is money today. 7 points now, DJ, for Justin Chua.
Can you believe that? I mean, that's not his game. He's more of a great mid-range shooter, but faking 2 of the toughest big men in the league, Cervantes and Nondo, and getting the shot over them.
The Blue Eagles really stepping up today. Cervantes kicking out Nondo from outside.
And that is what Ateneo is giving them. Remember, we talked about this at the start of the coverage, Eric. In the 2 games that they played, FEU had a high 3-point percentage because those are the shots that Ateneo allows them. They want to close down the inside. They want to disallow the post-up for the drives. So the outside shots will be available for FEU. Question is, can they make them?
So far, they haven't. Buenofe in and out on the big 3. Enter na naman Ateneo, fresh shot clock because they all are in the right position after a shot is launched by a Blue Eagle.
They're spaced out very well offensively, so when the ball bounces off the rim, there's a good chance that it's going to bounce near an Ateneo player.
FEU looking confused today here, and Garcia, a silly tiki-tack foul against Buenofe.
Parang silang boxer na knockdown sa first round na hindi naasahan. No? Hinuwi. We didn't expect the power, the firepower to come so quickly and so strong in that first salvo.
And here's that move na sinasabi mo, TJ, about Justin Chua. Solmix Instacool play high performance in the quarter. Solmix 2-tap with Instacool cough relief. And field goals, DJ. Ibang classic Ateneo right now.
52% from the floor are the Blue Eagles as compared to 16% only for the Tamaraos. We're talking about whole game numbers right now. Earlier I mentioned the second quarter numbers alone.
And Buenofe gets a steal against FEU. Again, in the second quarter, everything going right for Ateneo.
And everything that can go wrong for FEU seems to be going wrong so far. Turnover number 7, that one was for FEU. Look at this. 1 against 4 in the paint for the rebound play, and Nico Salva jumps over all the yellow shirts.
34-14, as this is now the biggest lead of Ateneo. 20 points, ladies and gentlemen, for the back-to-back defending champions.
And there you go. That's the R.R. Garcia that the whole UAAP knows, and knows so well how he can take over.
KFC Snack Box Hardcore fan of the game. Watch out for the winning school. You get 3 days of free KFC chicken meals. Clear man precision stop by Buenofe as he takes it away against FEU's offense. Clear out the Dandruff Shampoo's high precision stop of the game. R.R. Garcia completes a 3-point play. He has 5 points, all scored in the second quarter.
You know, the challenge mentally right now for the Tamaraos, Eric, nalimutan nila yung first quarter. They have to completely forget what happened. Do not look at the scoreboard. Play each play 1 at a time.
And I guess, now that you said it, I guess they can forget about the second quarter as well.
Maybe, yeah, with 3:44 to go.
One of the rare miscues of Ateneo as a traveling infraction was committed by Salva. Powerade hyper play in the quarter to get back on defense. Push the ball on offense. Step up your game with Powerade. Yun yung coverage na sinasabi mo, spacing by Ateneo. Layup by Montfort, malayo. Salva right behind for the finish.
Exactly. So boxing out, FEU not doing a great job today so far.
Sanga. Sanga so far missing all of his attempts from the field ngayong hapon.